Hello, so I wanted to do a quick screencast of a dark pattern that I recently encountered, and I'm doing a screencast instead of screenshots, basically because I wanted to walk you through the process that I took as a user and as a consumer with a certain plugin. For my capstone, I'm creating a website. On the website, I needed a photo gallery to work. Um, And so I'm looking at these plugins, and I came across this gallery right here called Gallery Bank Responsive Photo Gallery. I was looking for something with a responsive photo gallery because it's a responsive website. So I seen this and I was like, okay, this looks great. Let's check out the details. So when you look at the details, you're reading all of this stuff about how, it's loaded with 200 plus features, create stunning photo galleries on any WordPress site, which is what I have. Easy to manage images, videos, ability to batch upload, delete, rearrange, sort images. So all of this great stuff about their plugin is right here. Well, then you go down here and they just have a crazy list of live demos for their gallery bank. So of course, as a user and a consumer, I'm reading about it first right here. I'm very excited about what I'm reading. And then I go down here and I look at their gallery bank, and I believe I clicked on probably 10 to 15 of these live demos that I was interested in checking out. Well then, by the time you read that and you look at all these live demos, you get down here and you see the key features. At this point, you're kind of exhausted because you've been reading and viewing things for quite a little bit. But you're looking at the key features, and the key features, says that it's responsive. There's a short code available, unlimited albums, unlimited images in each album, blah, 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 blah. Everything looks wonderful. So as a user, I went ahead after I got done reading this part right here and viewing, all of the live demos and reading the top portion. I went ahead and I clicked Install Now. So I actually installed this plugin and started creating albums for my client, who is a wedding photographer. Now, I'm going through and I'm photoshopping and resizing all of these images for a better upload experience for the user end, and then I'm starting to place them into the album. I'm learning how the album works. And everything is going smooth, and I get about 3, maybe 4 hours into the process, and I'm getting ready to create my 4th album when I realize that I am unable to do so. Now my client needs at least 10 albums on her site, and it wouldn't let me create a 4th album, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I open this back up and I start rereading the details again, and it turns out I actually missed some things. Yes, it says unlimited album creation, but then in parentheses it says premium versions. And then it goes on to say with free standard version, you can only create up to 3 albums. Now, if you read further on down, it says key features in Gallery Bank premium editions. And here it does the very first thing, it says unlimited album creation. Now, I feel that this is a dark pattern for a couple different reasons. Number one, it's the placement of the information itself. I feel like this content right here, well, first of all, let me say it this way. So the live demos, quite frankly, should be at the bottom, all the way at the bottom of the information, maybe above, the languages that it's available in, but certainly towards the bottom of the necessary information for the consumer. And then secondly, I feel it's a dark pattern due to the way that the content is arranged. So when you start out with key features, after, like I said, the process of viewing all this, reading all of these great 200 plus features, and when you start off saying, unlimited album creation, that's just deceptive. You can't say that. You can't say unlimited album creation and then in parentheses put premium versions, and then after that, with free standard version, you can only create up to 3 albums. So the way that it's worded should say not unlimited album creation, but it should say creation of up to 3 albums with standard version. And then that way it won't be deceptive at all. I wouldn't have wasted an entire day of trying to, get this plugin arranged get the albums loaded onto it, only to realize I could only go so far before I had to make that direct purchase. So this is my example of a dark pattern that deceived me as a consumer because of the placement of the content and because of the way that the content is worded. Thank you.